Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3, gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3, gang, y'all. Let's like, share, subscribe. Skip. Let's go. Now, I promise you. Unc said, what you mean he ain't got nothing for me? What you mean? I said, oh, he was getting loud. I'm like, yo, Unc, chill. You getting loud, first of all, man. I said, man, listen. That man don't gotta do what I do, man. He don't even know you, Unc. He's no, he gotta give me some kickback. I'm the one that lost everything at the table. How you ain't gonna give me, you give me some kickback and your homeboy ain't? How that look, Weezy? I said, listen, it looks like he's his own man, so you can't be mad about that, man. We gambling, Unc. You been gambling way before we was gambling. You don't know these rules? He was like, man, look, no, that ain't how I carry. That ain't how I carry, man. He was like, you know what, man? F him, man. He was like, oh, man, that ain't wild. He was like, man, F him, man. F him. So goddamn, so, Kev kind of like here because his door open. So Kev come step out like, he looking at me because he don't probably know I'm talking about him because he ain't saying no name. So Kev step out. Kev like, he looking at me and him talk. So he like, when I catch eye contact with Kev was like, what's up? Like, basically, what's up? I'm like, damn, one of them just like, chill, bro, chill. I was like, yeah, so I'm just laying on bed. No, that's messed up. Yeah, that's messed up, all right? Don't worry about it. You want to start, he was like, hey, CO, open my door. Open my door. She opened the door. He went in the door, closed the door. Next thing you know, the cut go up, y'all. I'm like, I see Kev, I'm like, man. He was like, what happened? I'm like, man, he mad because you ain't look back out. He said, what do you mean, look back out? I ain't never had to look out for him. I said, man, listen. Well, he mad that you ain't give him nothing back, basically. Like, I threw him something back. He said, you did? I said, yeah. He said, why? I said, because he looked out for me, bro. Like, I ain't petty, bro. Like, I believe in good karma. I said, it's because I did don't mean you have to, though. I said, the only reason I'm doing this is because he done it for me. I said, he hasn't done that for you. He was like, that's what I'm saying. So what are you mad about? I said, bro, I don't know. I said, either way, I said, man, look. I'm gonna go holler at him again, man. I said, I gave him 5 packs of cigarettes, bro. That was his stuff. He was like, man, I ain't got nothing for him, though. I'm just letting you know now, Weezy. Like, I'm just telling you, I ain't got nothing for him. So it is what it is. Now, Kev was a bald head dude as well, but he wasn't, he wasn't really big, pause. Like, he was about a little shorter than me, kind of slim dude, you know what I mean? Now, just because you're smaller don't mean that you ain't got no fight, you know what I mean? Like, I heard Kev definitely gonna go. Now, I don't know if he winning fights, but I'm looking at him and I'm looking at Unc. And I'm looking at Unc probably gonna get a weapon because Unc an old head. And like when you see an old head in prison get that mad, you better keep your head on a swivel, y'all. So boom. So I just tell bro, like, look, man, I'm gonna holler at him again, but this be on point because I'm like, I don't know what he got going on. Like this is out of control right here. I don't understand it. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna let him chill for a minute. So he stayed in the cell for a long time with the cut up, like 2 cell breaks. So I'm just down there talking to different people. Everybody like, yo, what's up with Unc? Telling everybody like, man, he wildin'. Like, man, Unc wildin', man. So there's a couple of dudes in there from his city, which was from Tidewater. They was from Tidewater. This was 757 on 757. This wasn't even 804 game. You know what I mean? This was Tidewater beefing slightly because Unc was from another city. So it was some dudes in this pod that was from his city, and they kind of saw how it was, and they didn't agree. Dude came up and told me straight up. He was like, man, that's what he get. He said, because I told him don't be giving the money back when you win. He said, I told him that, man. He said, you know me. I said, what? He's some of this good karma. That's how he always keep winning. Because he look out for people when they lose. I said, man, go ahead with that, man. He said, man, I promise you, that's on my daughter. He told me he look back out for people when he win because that's the good karma. That's how he gonna keep winning. I was like, no, that's how he gonna keep losing. Like, I said, because at a time like this, I said, my whole boy say he ain't got nothing for him, bro. Like, he ain't obligated to give. He was like, I know. You ain't obligated. He said, you looked out just because you wanted to, bro. He said, nobody's obligated, man. He was like, look. When that man finally put that cut down, man, he was like, man, I said, no, I'm gonna go holler at him again, man. He was like, all right. He was like, but look, he already know we ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? So like, I was like, bro, listen, we ain't got no problem with Unc, man. I said, man, I rock with him. I said, but he gone too far this one, y'all. So boom. He did, man. Come on, man. Like you making up rules, man, as we go. What do you think this is, Unc's world? This isn't Unc's world, man. This is everybody's world, man. You better live the best way you can. And as of right now, we're not coming off nothing else, man. And Unc got to understand that. I already played fair with Unc. I felt like I gave him, like Unc has given me 4 box of blacks before, 2 box of blacks, a pack of cigarettes before, and something else before. It hasn't been majorly stuff, but he has looked back out. So what I gave Unc when we won that game, I kind of tried to do it like it was for both of us, just so it wouldn't be nothing crazy. And I gave Unc 5 packs of cigarettes, 5 packs of cigarettes, and some of his food back. Like it was probably like $20, $25 worth of stuff, but that with the 5 packs, I still played fair. So I was just like, maybe I'm overpaying him on the play fair just for this, and kind of like, because I already knew my man won't give him nothing. You know what I mean? I already knew Kev won't give him nothing. So I'm like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. He looked at it still like, bro, got to do it separately. So I don't got nothing to do with that. I'll be honest with you. I don't have nothing to do with that, man. But at the end of the day, Unc got to tighten up, because it ain't going to be a whole lot that we going to stand for with this, Unc, man. Because you can't be out here screaming and pointing fingers and calling dudes this and all that. What you think this is, Unc? We ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't no peons, Unc. Like, and that's all I was trying to get Unc to understand. So that's why I was going to go talk to him one more time. So the third cell break rolled around, his roommate see what was going on, because he had to go use the bathroom. He'd have been in a pod for a minute. So he go upstairs and he the door. So I see the cut finally come down. I see the old head go to the side of the door. He talking to Unc. So the door opened up. The door opened up. I seen Unc. He stepped out. He was like, he came to the railing. He was like, he started looking around. He was like, he called eye contact with me. I was like, man, come here, Unc, man. He was like, he almost growled at me. He was like, I said, man, come here. He was like, he came down the steps all slow. He was like, he got over there while I was there. He was like, he didn't even want to say nothing. I'm like, what's say you all right? He was like, yeah, I'm good. What's up? I'm like, I said, look, man. I said, for real. I said, you wrong. I said, you can ask anybody, even the dudes from your city, the little young boys you be talking to. I said, you wrong. He was like, he looked at me like he wanted to say, I'm wrong. I was like, bro, listen, you wrong because like you expecting somebody to move like you, man, and they don't. Like everybody's not gonna move the way you do. Like I found, like I used to go through lessons and I found stuff out. Nobody moves the same. This person gonna move this way. That person gonna move that way. This person believes in this. This person don't believe in that. Everybody's gonna do what they want to do, man. Like everybody has their own brain, their own 2 legs, their own arms, their own mouth, paws. Like everybody's gonna do what they want to do. I had to break out of like, yo, you know what? Like having friends from Norfolk and all of that, and like how I moved, like through my Lawrenceville days and even Sussex days, I used to figure out that, you know, everybody's not gonna move like me. Everybody's not gonna be sturdy, on point, aware, like just always catching like bad vibes. Like everybody's not gonna have all these same things. And once I started realizing that, it made my bed easier because I used to look at dudes for what they are. Like, you not me. You definitely can't move like me. So like how bro was thinking, how Unc is thinking, this is what I'm telling him. I'm just being 100 with him. He like, he listening, but he just like, I'm like, man, for real, Unc, man, you can't. He was like, man, you know what? Forget that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. At the end of the day, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know what? Let me shut up. Let me shut up. I was like, what you mean at the end of the day? He was like, no, let me shut up. Let me shut up. It's my word. Just walked away from me. So when Kev see that, Kev pull up on me when he walk away, he like, what he saying? I'm like, man, he talking about something at the end of the day. Let him shut up. Let him shut up. I said, I don't know what he I don't know what he meant by that, y'all. So boom. I don't know what that meant, man. Let me shut up. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't know. But I ain't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like it, man. So I'm like, this junk crazy, man. So I'm like, man, all right. I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing, bro. Like all kind of tighten up. Like, I ain't got no problem with him, but like, you wildin', man. Like, you wrong all the way around the board. So I seen all that his homeboys, the dude that I was talking to from the city. So he talking to him. You could tell the way that his homeboys talking to him, that he's kind of like on something, like he's on edge about the joint. Like, you know, he telling him, chill out. I'm just standing over there just with the mad face, like he mad, you know what I mean? So I went back to the cell. I seen dude. I was like, yo, what's up? Everything good? What he talking about? He was like, man, Unc want war, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. He want war with your homeboy, man. He said, man, his exact words is, I ain't got no problem with T Weezy. And I pray, hope T Weezy don't get in my way, but I ain't got no problem with T. I said, what you mean, bro? He was like, man, that's what he said, man. I said, man. Like, I looked at Unc, like he was upstairs by himself when he said that. I was looking at him like, I sized him up immediately, y'all, when he said it. I'm like, man, Unc barking up the wrong tree game, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, he said that, bro. He was like, yeah, bro. I told him. He was like, look, we ain't got nothing to do with that, man. He was like, he out of control because he's wrong. He's wrong, man. He was like, and for real, man, he think you know everything anyway. He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Real talk, me and my homeboys ain't jumping out there for him. He was like, for real, he wildin'. He wildin'. Everybody telling him he wrong. Like, you can't expect nobody to do how you do. Period. At no time in this world, you can't. So I'm like, bro, all right, that's what's up. Like, that's all I had to hear. And I wasn't even like on it like, we gonna try to take advantage of an older guy. Like, I wasn't on it like that, man. But still, though, like you gotta be careful, man. Some of the things you say and some of the stuff you do. Like, he told bro enough from his city though that he want war. He hope I don't get involved. So I was like, all right, first thing I do, I gonna tell Kev. My word, I gonna tell Kev. I was like, yo, look. I said, man, they talking about some Unc talking about that he want war. Like, he feeling like you carried him and all that. He was like, man, you know what? Man, I'm tired of Unc. Man, he was like, he was putting something in his bowl when I said it. He was like, man, I'm tired of Unc. He threw his bowl. That's why stuff fell on his floor. He came out. He was looking. He was like, I'm right behind him, though. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, hey, Unc. Where you at? Hey, Unc. Hey, Unc, what's up, man? Unc came out of the cell. Unc was like, oh, you seen that shiny bald head? He was like, yo, Unc, what's up, man? What's up, man? What you want? You say you want war with me? What's up then? What's up then? Unc was like, word. Unc was like, he did his head like this. He was like, Unc just hit the steps. He was like, he came out the steps. He got there where we was at. He came where we was at. Everybody backed up. Everybody was like, what's up? Frank was off. Kev was right there. Kev was like, what's up? What's up? He was like, man, you want to get saved. That's what you want to do. You want to fight in the pod and get saved. Kev was like, man, I don't care about nowhere. I don't even know why we fighting. I don't even know why we fighting, so I don't care about going nowhere. We can fight wherever. We can fight whatever. I ain't going where you want me to go. He was like, he looked around. He was like, man, everybody was just looking like, yo, look, you know we're going to back your brains out. You wildin'. You wildin'. He looked up. He was like, you want to fight out the pod because she can save you with that rifle. Yeah, that's what you want to do. His body was like this all low to the ground. He was like, yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to fight. I was like, man, this old dude is a psychopath, man. I'm like, I said, yo, hey, Unc. I said, Unc, you out of control. I said, you wildin', Unc. I said, you wildin', Unc, man. Chill, man. He was like, nah. Forget that. Forget that. No. Forget that. Come on, let's go in the cell. Let's go in the cell. They Kev. I was like, shh. I was like, man, come on, man. Nah, man. I was like, man, Unc might got a weapon. Nah, we ain't going to no cell. Unc, you got a weapon. I know you got a weapon, man. You an old-time veteran, man. When I scanned you, it said maybe in your past. So that means you done been shake, rattling, and rolling, and all type of stuff. That means you play with them knives, y'all. So boom. So no, we're not going in the cell with you because you might have a weapon. He was like, nah, he lifted his shirt up. He was like, I ain't got no weapon. I was like, man, that's the oldest trick in the book, man. We still ain't going in the cell. What's up? What's up? And we had to call Unc bluff like that because he started all this madness, man. He started all this. We had to call his bluff like that, man. What you talking about, Unc? You wildin', man. So we kind of like, I really think this man got a weapon, but the whole time, like, I don't want to beat Unc up in this pod because I already know we going to the hole. I wanted bro to go in the cell because I'm like, once he go in the cell, we gonna beat him up. But he off the top, he said no cell. I'm going off his vibe. Like, this is his beef, so I'm going off his vibe. So we just out in the pod. We just out in the pod, man. This is my word. So we out to jump. So Unc was like, that's how I want to carry it. That's how I want to carry it. So he run back up the steps. He haul ass up the steps. He like this. Boom, 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 boom. He gets to his door. His door was open. He go in there and jump. He come back out. He come back down the steps. He see us. And he don't come over there where we at. He like this. He just start walking like pacing this way and this way. He was like, he looking at us as he pacing. He was wearing his pants like this. He just like, and he holding his jump like this. He like, they pulled the joint out. I seen it when it came out of his pants. I was like, hey, man, he got a knife, man. I was like, yo, Unc got a knife, man. Kev was like, yeah, I see it. And my other homeboy was like, yeah, I see him. He was like, man, he got one swing. I was like, man, listen, nah, we ain't look. So he come over here, he already know we gonna do him dirty. So we all back here. We back kind of like by the steps. He standing kind of like by the other steps, but he got the joint out. Everybody see the joint. The pod is quiet because when there's something going on, the pod get quiet in the joint. So like everybody watching, and he just like, he in the cut, he got the joint out. So we like, this is crazy, man. So my homeboy dipped. My homeboy go back up the steps. My homeboy come back down the steps. He was like, here. He gave Kev the joint. This word, he gave Kev a hammer. Kev got the hammer. Kev was like, he put the little joint, because the dude gave him the joint. They had the little joint you could put on your wrist. People always put like a little extra string up there for you to put your wrist in the joint. For you won't lose the knife when you put it in work. Real savage stuff in penitentiary, y'all know my word. So he gave Kev the joint. I was like, man, this shit crazy, man. I told my celly was in the cell. I was like, hey. I said, bro, he already knew what I be doing. Put that goddamn lock in the sock in the goddamn laundry bag. Put that lock in the laundry bag. He already knew the count. I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna come get it. I go up the other steps, though. Goddamn, Unc was right there by the other steps. I shoot up the other steps. I get in my cell, I'm like, I pop the straight slot. I suddenly hand me the joke, this is my word. I come out and said, I got a lock in the laundry bag. My word, I got a lock in the damn laundry bag. I'm like this. So we all stand over there. I'm just standing like, man, Unc bring his ass over here. We gonna do Unc ass dirty. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we just standing right there. It's like a fucking standoff. Like, I wanna go fucking attack him, but like this whole shit is stupid. But he has a weapon. So we gonna let him play himself, man. I was thinking he was trying to do something to get the police attention, walking around with the damn knife in his hand. So he's standing there. I was like, oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, fuck that, nigga. Come on, nigga. Yeah, let's go knife for knife. He talking to Kev though. He ain't tell you like, niggas go knife for knife. Yeah, let's go knife for knife. Fuck that shit, nigga. Yeah, you wanna be with the big dogs? Let's go knife for knife, you petty motherfucker. Yeah, Kev was like, man, listen, man. We can do whatever the fuck you wanna do, man. Let's don't bring your ass over in this area right here, man. You stay your ass over there talking that shit. He was like, oh, all right. Yeah, I'll come over there. Yeah, I'll come over there. But y'all niggas gonna bank me. Yeah, y'all niggas gonna bank me. He was like, nigga, so what? Nigga, you been banked before, nigga. You been locked up forever, nigga. This ain't your first banking, nigga. I was like, bring your ass over here. Bring your ass. He's like, yeah, we don't worry about it. You got one swing. I said, nigga, you got one swing. So we all going back and forth. Nigga, you got one swing. What the fuck you talking about? So we going crazy. Everybody go crazy. Everybody else seen the jump. The dudes been sitting like, yo. So now they gotta pull up on him because they standing over there behind. They like, yo, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck you doing, man? You wildin', man. What the fuck is you doing, man? He was like, man, look, fuck that shit, man. He was telling niggas, man, fuck that shit. Fuck him and Weezy, man. I was like, nigga, fuck you. So he's like, bring your ass over here. Bring your ass over here, motherfucker. You got down like that then, huh? If you built like that, I'm telling you, you built like that, bring your ass. He like, dude, like, yeah, like he was gonna go at first. He was like, he got the knife in his hand like this. He like, the dude from the city, like, man, chill, man, chill. He like, he acting like he trying to get from behind him. He like, he making faces. He like that don't scare me. So boom, I'm scared of that. We still standing out here. We still got like 25 feet. You come over here, I'm swinging. That's all I know. Before you even get close, I'm gonna feel like, I'm gonna let that junk fly, y'all. That's my word. And my homeboy got a banger. And my other homeboy gonna fight. So he done. So I'm like, yeah, come on over here. So he acting like he trying to get, the dude like, man, chill. Man, chill, man. What is you doing, man? Chill out. Chill out, man. He like, he sit on the bench, he like, dude right there talking to him, he like, man, keep testing me, man. I was tripping. Man, keep testing me, man. I'm standing there like, keep testing him. I'm like, man, this dude crazy. I told Kid, I was like, yo, listen. I said, man, he crazy, man. I said, man, he gotta go. I said, I don't know how we gonna do it. I said, I'm not staying around this motherfucker, man. I said, I didn't know he was this crazy, man. I said, man, I'm crazy as a motherfucker, y'all. That's my word. He was sitting down. Dude was like, man, chill out, man. Chill out. Dude was like, get him some water. My word, he went and got him some water. He was like, that shit was spilling. He was like, he drank the water. He was like, he was still mad. I'm like, freaking lunatic, man. I'm like, this dude crazy. So they talked to him. We stood over there, stood our ground. They talked to him, you know what I mean? So everybody, like, a couple of boys from Richmond, like, yo, Weezy, y'all chill out, put that shit up. For y'all get tore off with that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all just standing back here with that shit. Like, yeah, we got it. We got it. What you watching? This old nigga, though. I was like, this nigga sneaky. He was like, hey, look, I've been doing time 21 years, Shawty. He was like, that nigga don't want no motherfucking rep. He said, that nigga that got a knife, that nigga gonna use it, Weezy, straight up. He said, y'all went and got y'all shit to defend y'allself. He said, that nigga went out, got the knife out early. He said, that nigga pulled the knife out early and didn't fucking use it. He was like, that nigga don't want no wreck, Shawty. I was like, man, listen, I don't trust that motherfucker. He might gotta get the fuck out of here. Straight up, man. So they was like, y'all put that shit. I was like, yeah, so we took. You know what I mean? I grabbed the lock. I put the lock in my back pocket. I took the piece of the laundry joint and just pulled it around and stuck it in my belt, had it hanging kind of like in between, kind of like in my belt game. So it was be an easy grab, like this, and that shit would come out my damn back pocket where the lock is at and it's on again. So I took the joint. Kel took the hammer, you know what I mean? Kel took the hammer. So man, that shit, like, man, that shit crazy, man. Like, yo, that nigga say, man, he want war, he ain't gonna stop. So your homeboy have a knife fight with him. Like, yo, listen, my homeboy's not having a knife fight with him, bro. He want war over some fucking gambling shit that don't even make sense. It's not happening, man. We not going down like that, man. So he gotta understand that shit, period, man. So he like, man, look, man, that nigga ain't listening to shit. But I was like, man, that nigga got that fucking knife. I was like, man, for real, man. Fuck that nigga, man. So I just started getting mad because, like, I ain't been in no situation where I feel threatened like this. Even though it wasn't a crazy threat, it was like he threatening my man. And I know if something happened with a weapon, like he gonna come after me probably just on the strength that he know I'm gonna rock with my man. So I'm not feeling how this shit going on. Man. So I'm like, man. So I hollered at the dude from the city, you know what I mean? I was like, look, if he can put that motherfucking knife down and they can goddamn fight one-on-one, and they can fight one-on-one, man. Goddamn, you know, it is what it is, man. I said, he can put that knife down, and we can search him, and they fight one-on-one. Everything will be straight. He's like, all right, y'all, so we search each other, let them go and sell 12 and wreck that shit out. That's it. Like, all right, holla at Kev. I was like, holla at him. All right, so I dip holla at Kev. I was like, look. I said, man, go beat this old nigga. I said, I know you can fuck this nigga up, man. He was like, we trying to fight? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, we can fight? I told you we was out, bro. I was like, all right, look. I said, all right, look, they gonna get cell 12 open, and goddamn, you know what I mean? Y'all gonna go. I said, goddamn, I'm gonna be the one to search that nigga. I said, so goddamn, I said, if he do anything while I'm searching, I said, I'm gonna hit his ass. So I said, so it's gonna be on right there, so be ready then. I said, goddamn, if he just so happen to have a weapon, he was like, look, goddamn, I'm goddamn, you know what I mean? We just gotta be prepared. I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, give what you call. I was like, give bro the knife. You know what I mean? I was like, I got the lock shit. My shirt was covered in the lock shit. So I'm like, bro, just beat that nigga ass, bro. Like, fuck it. So they put it together. You know what I mean? They put it together. So Uncle, they talking to Uncle like, yeah. I told you I won't stop till I get blood. Yeah, fuck that, nigga. Somebody gotta pay. Yeah, fuck that. You protected that petty motherfucker. He's still screaming. I'm like, talking about Weezy, you protecting that petty mom. I'm like, man, this nigga a fucking maniac, man. That's how a lot of these old heads be. They be lunatics, man. So I'm like, all right, let's get it in. So they got there. Unc was like, so he hollered at Unc. I don't know what he did with the knife. He disappeared somewhere. He came back. He had just his white tee on. At first, he had his blue shirt on. All that shit with his jeans. So this time he come back, he got sweats on, and he got a white tee on. So he pull up. He was like, he walked up. He lifted his shirt up. He was like, I was like, yeah, look, come in right quick. He was like, he looked like, nigga, you getting too close. Like, that's what he wanted to say. I was like, yeah, hold on, bro. I was like, yeah, because your man finna check Caleb. I was like, yeah, hold on. I get the search him, right? He was like, let him search you, Unc. I was like, check the leg game. I paused. I did a police jank kind of. He was like, yeah, Unc, you sneaky, man. I ain't got time for your mess, man. That's my word, man. Like, he was like, he ain't say nothing. That's my word. Dude was like, yo, come here, Kev. Kev came out the cell. Kev was already in cell 12. He came out the cell. He was like, so around him. Check in between Kev, pause. He checked. Did the police jump on Kev? He was like, hey, he good. Kev was like, yeah, he went back in the room. Dude was like, yo, just let them fight. Like, they gonna fight. Unc was like, I'm ready. He was like, all right, go ahead. This is where he went to cell. He was punching. I'm like this. I come look. I'm like, yo, Kev, this word, that shit a good ass fight. Kev like this. They in that bitch rumbling. You hear me? They in that junk rumbling. Man, Unc and that bitch pumping them jumps. This is my word, but Kev pumping them jumps. They almost about the same size. Unc is a little bit taller than Kev. This is my word. They in that bitch like this. Y'all ever seen dudes just boom, no wrestling. Boom. They over here. Boom. They in that junk rumbling hard. I'm like this. Yeah, get him, Kev. Like, get him, Kev. This word, Unc grab him. I was like, Unc grab him. Unc put him up on the jump. Boom, kind of like slam him onto the bed. He get on top of goddamn Kev. I was like, hold on. The dude was like, no, let him fight. I'm like, I stood back. Kev ball up. He trying to get the Kev. Boom. Put a hit in Kev body. Boom. Kev fell on the bed. When he tried to grab Kev rolled off like on some quick shit. Got up fast. Now Kev on him. Boom. So they in that bitch wrecking hard as a motherfucker. So they wreck. And they wreck. Dude was like, they wrecked for like 4 minutes. Dude was like, break that shit up. I was like, yeah, come on. He got Kev in a little headlock. I go on the jump. Like, don't swing. I grab Kev. Kev come with a kick. He kicked him like in the stomach. Like, Kev, come on, Kev. Grab Kev. Kev was like, yeah. I told you can't fuck with me, you old ass. You can't fuck with me, old ass nigga. Fuck around with you. He was like, fuck you. So I pulled Kev. I was like, come on. So we walk. This is my word. We walk. I'm like, man, this nigga crazy as a bitch. Goddamn, this word. We come out the joint, man, my word. I don't know what this man came up with this shit at me. I don't know. But as we coming, we walking. I'm walking towards, we walking back. We coming from cell 12, walking back towards the steps, which is right there. We can get back to our side. But I'm taking bro upstairs. I ain't taking him in cell right after the fight because his cell was right by the fight. So I'm telling him like, yo, come on, bro. After I pray, he's like, man, fuck that old. I'm like, come on, I said. So we go walking. When I look back, I just seen how goddamn Unc was just coming out. And I was like, oh, bro, he got a knife. This word, Kev looked back. I seen how Kev hit them steps. I hit them steps right behind him, y'all. So boom. I was like this. We got up the steps. He tried to come up the steps. He was already over here by his cell already. So he came up. By the time he had a shower, we going down the other steps. He was like, he got a knife in his hand. He was like, y'all some bitch ass motherfuckers. Y'all some bitch ass. I was like, this nigga is the prime old head lunatic of all times. This man chasing us with a damn knife. He was like, y'all some bitch ass motherfucker. Y'all some bitch ass motherfucker. He hit the steps. We was like, go, bro. We go back this way. We were playing ring around the rosy with him. From steps to steps, he couldn't catch us. Nobody in the pod was gonna try to stop us. My word, when he chased us the second time up the steps, we came back. That man came with full speed, like he got close. Cause by the time we hit the steps, I looked up, he was hitting the steps, so my cab was already by the shower. I had to go fast. I almost slipped by the shower. I shoot by the shower, hit the other steps. Boom, 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 boom. He get by the shower, slipped on the same thing I almost did. And that's what we get it. So we dip back to the middle of the park. He upstairs. He like, the lady was like, put that down. Put that down right now. Put that. He was like, yo, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. He was like, yo, fuck you, nigga. Yeah, nigga, we bring your ass up the hole, nigga. I was like, this nigga just did a check-in move. I was like, nigga, he was like, yeah, check in. I was trying to check y'all motherfuckers in. Y'all motherfuckers running. Y'all, I was like, nigga, damn right, nigga, fuck you. You came with a weapon. The hell is wrong with you? So we going back and forth. Next thing you know, goddamn, it was like, look. He was like, put it down. Put it down. He was like, this man came down the steps. I was like, when he came down the steps, I went back up the steps again. He came down the steps. He was like, everybody was getting out of his way like, oh shit. And he was like, put it down. He got closer to the middle of the park. He was like, put it down. I looked, the lady was like this with the joke. He was like, put it down. Put it down. The sergeant dude, the lieutenant dude was still standing by the booth with the walkie-talkie. He was like, put it down. He said something to her. Next thing you know, boom, she hit Unc ass. Boom. Unc took that shot, like the knife went that way, he hit the ground. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking walking up to them people with that knife. The knife went that way, he hit the ground. This word, they grabbed a knife. They was like, damn, come get him. He was like, he was in shock. Like when they was cuffing him, he was like, hey, get him. What's wrong with you? You tripping? Crazy. The lady was looking traumatized that she just hit him up that close. He was like, get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Why you in here chasing people with goddamn weapons? What's the matter with you? He was like, he was looking like this. He was like, I'm on the top 10 looking like this. He turned around, look. I was like this. Fuck you, nigga. Have fun in the mountains, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, kid. I was like, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. How's wrong with you, nigga? I was like, you fucking old head, gump ass, nigga. Fuck you. He was like, I read his brain. He was looking like, Wheezy, nigga, if you ever make it to the mountains, your ass is mine. Y'all, so boom. But I never did. So that never was gonna happen. So forget you. You have fun up there in the mountains. I told him straight up, I didn't even care. Have fun in the mountains. Straight up, man. He looked. I was like, man, that junk crazy, man. They took him out the junk. They locked us down. You know what I mean? They called out Kev for a witness. You know what I mean? I'm glad they ain't called it. They called out me and Kev kind of like to see what was going on. I told them, I don't know what had happened. I looked up, somebody was chasing me with a weapon. So that's all I remember, man. It was like, I was like, what it was over gambling, drugs? I don't know. I just looked up, he was chasing me. I said, I don't know. I was guilty by association. I don't know. It was like, all right, so they talked me and Kev. That's all they got. Nothing else, man. But they took old head out, man. They took him out of there, man. This man showed this, man. This man went bananas, man. All over that. He wanted somebody to move like him, man. You can't get people to move like you, man. It's not gonna happen. Y'all remember that, man. This is a lesson learned, man. Like, just because you do something for somebody, don't expect the same things back, man. Like, you doing whatever you're doing out of whatever with the reasons why you're doing whatever you're doing. Don't expect nobody, like, I was doing it because I fuck with him. It don't matter. People gonna make their own decisions, man. And Unc should have known that shit. That nigga was way older than us, man. But he tried to do us in. He wanted war. He wanted war, man. He tried to do us in over the gambling event, man. We got away, man. Thank God on that, man. Had a lot of close calls. But Unc never came out the hole, y'all. We never seen him again, man. Me and Kev kicked it for a while. I ended up going to the hole. But that was a crazy situation. And that's the end of that damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count. Stay out the way from me, man. Your family needs you out here. Period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was the weekend banger games. What did y'all do this one? Like, just scratch on. Let's get it. Let's go. But be safe out there, y'all. And stay out ass all the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.